Hey everyone, welcome back to Fan Talk. That's right, it is back. It is not gone forever like I originally said. We are back for season 2 with yours truly, Kyle Brenchley. If you are new, if this is the first time you've seen this podcast, it's by me, Kyle Brenchley. I'm just a fan, just a guy, likes football, likes the Denver Broncos, and I just talk about sports from the perspective of a fan, very basic, ground level. I just share what I see and I share what I think. I'm really hoping to have some fun here in season 2. Football season is starting. College has already started. NFL kicks off tomorrow. So we have a lot to talk about. I'm going to jump right in. But you can find this podcast and my previous season and other videos on YouTube. Search Kyle Brenchley, or on Spotify under the same name, Kyle Brenchley Fan Talk. Go follow me on Instagram. I have a sports account. I'll be posting sports content on that one. And my personal account will just be personal stuff and different things like that. And do a little bit of separation between church and state because that way no one's feelings gets hurt. So go check that out. It's KBrench Sports on Instagram. Let's dive right in. We're talking NFL. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have 3 segments that I talk about each week on a consistent basis, just to keep things easy. This week, I'm going to start out with 3 things to look out for this season. 2023, it's a very anticipated season. There's a lot of star power, a lot of big moves in the offseason. A lot of things have happened, a lot of new rookie quarterbacks. We're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about Aaron Rodgers at the Jets. Is Justin Fields, this is his year? Is it? Do I believe the hype? And which rookie quarterback is going to be the best? We'll find out. We'll see. I'm excited. The NFL season kicks off tomorrow night. I'm filming this on a Wednesday. Chiefs, Lions, Thursday night football. Tomorrow night, I'll drop my prediction here in a moment. But first, let's talk about some of the biggest stories this offseason and 3 things to look out for as a fan when you're watching football this season. First and foremost, probably one of the biggest stories, one of the biggest conversations out there right now is Aaron Rodgers going to the New York Jets, and the Jets really putting a lot of pieces together to make a push, not just for the playoffs, but perhaps AFC Championship, Super Bowl this year. Now they have Aaron Rodgers. Their defense is pretty stacked. They have a lot of offensive weapons, so they're set. Robert Saleh, great coach. What do I think? Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. I do believe, just from watching preseason and just from watching Aaron Rodgers throughout his career and watching the Jets the last couple of years, I do believe this Jets team is a potential playoff team. And the reason I say potential is I'm just playing it safe here. It's the beginning of the season. I actually haven't seen them play to a full capacity in an NFL game, so it's hard to say who my Super Bowl pick is before anyone's even stepped on the field and really played. It's hard to say how the Jets will do. But I think they are a potential playoff team. I think it's a very good chance they make the playoffs. They are in a very tough division with the Buffalo Bills, Josh Allen, with the Miami Dolphins and Tua, and of course Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots are in there as well. So we will definitely see how they do this season. I'm excited to see if they could pose a threat to, the big dogs like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills, the Cincinnati Bengals. But before I make any bold predictions, I need to see them play on the field. Justin Fields. Justin Fields was ranked 6th in quarterbacks. This projected 6th by ESPN as the 6th best quarterback in the league this year. So, do I believe the Justin Fields hype? Obviously, the Bears have had some struggles over the years. Finding a quarterback has been one of their issues. But when they put all their cards on the table for Justin Fields, they were really hoping he could turn things around. And in his first year, he kind of struggled. Last year, he kind of struggled. But he had some improvements. And this year, they're really thinking that he will improve. He has some more weapons. He's got DJ Moore on the team now that the Bears traded. They essentially traded the number 1 pick to get DJ Moore and a bunch of other things. Darnell Mooney still, Khalil Herbert. I am not sold on how big of a hype Justin Fields is getting. I do believe he will get better. I do believe he'll continue to progress. I do believe the Bears will do better this year. They will not be a 3-13. I think they were 3-13 last year. They will be a better team. Will they make the playoffs? It's hard to say. Again, I haven't seen them play on the field. My inclination is saying no, but they'll be a competitive team. Justin Fields will get better, and in maybe 2 years they can really make some noise. So I'm not totally sold on the Justin Fields hype quite yet. Now, there are a lot of rookie quarterbacks getting the shot to play for their teams this year. Obviously, it was a very quarterback-heavy draft here in April, and a few names just to share. C.J. Stroud to the Houston Texans. He will obviously be running the show there. The Texans have been very bad since Deshaun Watson left and since they went to the playoffs a couple years ago. They've been very bad, and they really, it comes down to finding a quarterback. So they're hoping the C.J. Stroud era kicks off on a good note. He'll be with the Houston Texans. This AFC South is kind of, going to be an interesting division. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are heavily favored. But there's a lot of young talent in there, with C.J. Stroud. Also, Anthony Richardson starting for the Indianapolis Colts. As I was watching the preseason, it seemed like both these guys seemed to struggle a fair amount. So we'll see how they do the first couple weeks. I think both franchises, the Texans and the Colts, are, kind of in a position where they'll just let these guys play it out the whole season, right? They're in really no rush. They're really settling on these guys and hoping these guys can do some things. So this first year, I'm really just looking for them to kind of find their footing, to play well, to go out there and make their team competitive, get in some close games, win some games, and then year 2 is really when you want to make some improvements, make some strides, and make your team very competitive. Also, first overall pick, Bryce Young. I should have started with him. Bryce Young to the Carolina Panthers. Same kind of thing. They traded DJ Moore and a bunch of other things to the Bears to get the first round pick. They were really going all in for a quarterback. They got Bryce Young. They really like him. Bryce Young, again, like all these rookie quarterbacks, kind of struggled here in the preseason, but it's a different game. Moving from college to NFL, it's a hard adjustment. This season and possibly next season, we're going to really see which of these guys are cut out for the NFL and which ones are Brock Osweiler's, Paxton Lynch's, who really don't go anywhere and don't really do anything and end up in the Canadian Football League. So we'll see what happens there. I know he's not a rookie, but Desmond Ridder is getting the green flag there in Atlanta. He's another name and another team that people are really high on. I'd really like to see what they do before I really buy in on the Atlanta Falcons sweepstakes. But it's another team that could potentially be interesting to watch. Same with the Green Bay Packers. Jordan Love is taking over after Aaron Rodgers left. A new quarterback in Green Bay for the first time in probably a lot of your lifetimes now that Aaron Rodgers is gone. Brock Purdy running the show again in San Fran. And Sam Howell getting the call in Washington. So a lot of new faces and a lot of new places. The 2023 season, we're ready to kick off. It's time for me to make my predictions. I will make predictions each week and keep a running total. It's kind of fun just to see how you do and to see how the teams play out and see how well I actually know what I know. I just sit on my couch. I don't know that much, but we'll see how much I really know. So as I mentioned before, Lions and Chiefs kicking off tomorrow. Biggest headline in this game, Travis Kelce has some knee issues and probably won't suit up for this game. So Patrick Mahomes literally has bare bones on offense now. He's got Valdez-Scantling, he's got Sky Moore, he's got Rashid Rice, that rookie guy, and Isaiah Pacheco. Let's see what Mahomes will do. He always has some magical baloney up his sleeve. I think the Chiefs still find a way to win this one. I really do. I've just seen Patrick Mahomes win too many games where I really didn't want him to win. And I want the Lions to win, but I think the Chiefs win this one. Bengals and Browns. Deshaun Watson says that he is a different player. I'd love to see it. I'd really love to see it, Deshaun. I think the Bengals win this one. Joe Burrow is a little shaken up from an injury in the preseason. I just think the Bengals are a better team, and they will win. Joe Burrow has only lost once against the Browns in his career. Texans at Ravens. This will be a fun one. I think the Ravens win this one because they have Lamar Jackson, and the Texans have C.J. Stroud. That's that. Ravens over Texans. Vikings and Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield running the show now in Tampa Bay now that Tom Brady's retired. I will give this one to the Minnesota Vikings. They've lost Dalvin Cook, but they still have Kirk Cousins. They still have Justin Gritty Jefferson. They'll be fine. Vikings. Now this one's kind of a toss-up. Panthers at Falcons. Bryce Young, Desmond Ridder. They had a crazy game last year where DJ Moore caught that insane pass and then they missed the PAT. And the Falcons ended up winning. This game is in Atlanta. I will say that the Falcons win this one. I think this is a kind of a snoozer, honestly. I think Bryce Young struggles. I think Desmond Ridder struggles. I think Bryce Young just struggles more, and the Falcons win. So Falcons over Panthers. This is the game of the week. Not really. Commanders and Cardinals. Cardinals I think they're tanking for Caleb Williams. They literally have Josh Dobbs starting. Josh Dobbs. I think the Commanders win this one, even though the quarterback's Sam Howell. I've heard a lot of good things about Sam Howell, so this is a great game to prove himself against a not very threatening Cardinals team at home. Give me the Commanders. Colts and Jaguars. Anthony Richardson is going to get a bad taste of my white boy Trevor Lawrence. Goldilocks. Jaguars win that one. Steelers and 49ers. Now this game should be fun. Kenny Pickett and the Steelers. Everyone on Twitter is saying the Steelers are the real deal. And again, I want to see it. I want to believe. 49ers and Steelers. I do think the 49ers win this one. I do think it's a field goal that separates them. Although the 49ers do not have a solid kicker right now. So, could go either way. I'm going to say 49ers. Titans and Saints. Titans are a team no one's going to talk about this year at all, ever. Never. They're going to be mid. Give me the Saints. Derek Carr wins his first game as a New Orleans Saints. Raiders and Broncos. All I got to say is that it's been a long time since the Broncos have beaten the Raiders, and that will change come Sunday. Broncos country. Let's ride. Give me the Broncos. Eagles and Patriots. I would say this game would be fun if Tom Brady was still the quarterback of the Patriots, but it's Mac Jones. And Big Mac Jones, not doing it for me. Give me the Eagles. Rams and Seahawks. The Rams are healthy again. Well, Cooper Kupp's not healthy, but Matthew Stafford is at least healthy. Geno Smith coming back with the Seahawks. Man, they did really well last year. That opening win against the Broncos last year. Give me the Seahawks over the Rams at home. Lumen Field, Pike Market, toss me a fish. Dolphins and Chargers. I think this will be the funnest game to watch. That sucks for Dolphin and Chargers fans. They literally get a tough matchup. One of these good teams is going to have to start the season 0-1. And I think that team is going to be the Dolphins. I like the home team. Give me the Chargers. They will win. Bolt up. Justin Herbert. Packers and Bears. Now, Daddy Aaron Rodgers ain't in town no more. He owned the Bears. Jordan Love, the new daddy? Guess we'll find out. I think that the Bears make this game competitive. I think the Bears do all they can to shut down the Packers for the most part. But I think the Packers still win, maybe by 1 or 2. Very close game. Give me the Packers. Sunday Night Football is Cowboys and Giants. Saquon Barkley is going to play for the Giants. I'm going to say Cowboys. Super Bowl or bust year? They've been saying that since last time they won. Before I was born. Give me the Cowboys. And Monday Night Football. Aaron Rodgers putting on the green. Fly Jets fly. They're at home. They're hosting the Buffalo Bills. I think Josh Allen and the Bills win this one. I think the Jets start off a little rusty. You know, I've seen Aaron Rodgers start the season off rusty before. I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago he's playing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They lost 38-3. But then they went on to have an awesome season. Aaron Rodgers was an MVP. Everything was fine and dandy. Slow start for the Jets and the Aaron Rodgers era. Give me the Buffalo Bills. So there you have it. There's my picks. Keep me accountable. Let me know your picks down below. Or shoot me a message on Twitter or on Instagram at KBrench Sports or at KBrench. Look me up. Give me a shout out. Let me know if you want to be on the show. I'm literally filming this in my basement, hoping to get some better equipment soon, but I'm excited for NFL season, so let us enjoy it together. Thank you so much for listening or watching Fan Talk. You can find me on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcast. Let's go, NFL. Cue the music.